My name is Jack Hedin. I am from southern Minnesota. I run a small farm called Featherstone Fruits and Vegetables. We produce fresh market, diverse organic vegetables for markets from Minneapolis to Chicago. I came here to talk about our farm's very focused perspective, on the ground perspective on land use and food security. I spoke about our own experience with global climate change, changing weather patterns that we experience very directly in the field, a particular acute event that we had in 2007 which resulted in flash flooding that wiped out a lot of what we had done that year, forced some major changes in our operation. And I attempted to talk a little bit about what I think those things mean for larger questions of food security and our nation's sourcing of fresh vegetables and regional foods in general. This panel was a really broad, big picture view of food security issues globally and through the nation's grain belt. It was a fascinating compilation. I felt very humbled to be part of it, being someone without a science background, just talking about my own observations, my own experiences. But to hear the other participants talking about research, the science behind this, what projections of future water availability, implications for changing heat and weather patterns for grain production in the Midwest and nationally, internationally. It was a really fantastic panel. I think that one of the big challenges, at least that I'm aware of, that I deal with day to day, it seems to me anyway, lack of will as an American public to, number one, confront these issues head on, to admit that they're even at some level a reality, but then to go the step further and to say, that we need to start making real changes in public policy and ways of doing things day by day in farm country and in the nation's capital both. The lack of will to address these things, I think, is our greatest challenge. Well, certainly my own farm's experience of this cataclysmic rain event and flooding in 2007 was a game changer for me. Up to that point, I'd been sort of a casual reader of climate science and someone just marginally interested as a consumer, not so much as a farmer as a consumer. For me, that was a Pearl Harbor type moment that got me to listen a lot more carefully, pay a lot more attention to people like Jerry Hatfield, who are talking about what future models are suggesting about weather and about the conditions that I'm likely to encounter as a farmer in the not so distant future. I would like to see some kind of an event or some sort of a change in perspective of the American consumer, a change in our ask of public policy. And once consumers and voters awaken at some point to the idea that we need to be doing things differently, we need to be at least exploring options, we need to be thinking critically about where our food is going to come from in the future, then hopefully public policy will follow. More public investment in research and in incentivizing producers, anyone in the industry of in agriculture and food industry in general, incentivizing more research and more work at solution building and implementation.